When I was trying to figure out what I needed to do, I read this book by Simon Sinek called Start With Why. And it made me understand that you gotta have a reason for doing what you're doing. In today's video, we're gonna talk about why anyone should do anything. And we're gonna try to figure out how to find your why to do what you need to do. Let's talk about it. All right, so I've got a why. It's a pretty big why, okay? My why right now is 21 years old and she's walking around doing stuff, okay? Is my daughter. She's my why. And before her, I was rocking and rolling. I was being a rock star and that was fine. And my why was because why being a rock star was because I thought that you could have a really good life making music. Well, I found in rock and roll or the industry, it just wasn't what I thought it was. That's the best way I could describe it. It just wasn't as free as I thought it was. I thought it was, I could play some songs, I could sing and play guitar and do my thing and make people feel what I'm feeling. And it's all gonna be good. I get paid for that, but it just doesn't quite work like that. So I had to figure out another why because my daughter was born 21 years ago. And 21 years ago, I didn't know anything except for taking care of myself. That's all I knew about. Well, now she's here, she's in my hands. She was like this big. She was born in January, you know, and I was like, man, this kid is cute. I mean, that's how I felt about my kid because she was beautiful and it was amazing. But one day, I had dreadlocks back in the day, right? So one day, I'm walking around with her in my front yard, okay? She's just balled up, she got a little sock hat on, but we're in Atlanta, so it wasn't really cold. And I'm looking at her and I'm having a conversation, right? And I'm like, baby, I'm gonna get it together for you. Like I'm saying that. And she's like, uh-huh. And she's just like dead-eyeing me, like, and I'm like, well, I mean, I know I could be better, baby, but like, I'm gonna get it together because I realize that that's what we need right now. And again, she answers me, but with the dead eye, like, really? Really? Now I'm having an argument with an infant, okay? I'm like, I cannot believe that we're having this conversation this much. I had to give her to her mother because I was like, this kid is talking too much, and I had to take a walk. When I took a walk, I was in what I guess I could consider now a midlife crisis because I had a baby, I had no money, and I had things to do. I realized that my kid was my why because, man, I started doing things differently. Started waking up earlier, started putting a little bit more stank in my hustle, started doing things to make sure that everything was gonna be all right. And that was just working harder. I literally just like started cranking it out. What I did as a job, besides the rock star thing, I was putting up posters in the middle of the night in the hood all around the Southeast. That was my gig. And I had to avoid the landowners, the building owners, the drug dealers, the druggies, and basically basic criminals because I was doing something out there in the street that had to be illegal, but I was putting up signs, posters, right? Like you see in New York, like you see in LA, but like you see in Atlanta, I was doing those, right? And one night, some guys tried to mug me. And I don't know, it had to be like a God thing because it was 2-on-1 and we kind of had a little fisticuff and fought it off and well, I mean, everything was fine. They ended up getting like you probably won't even know what this is. It's a Sony Discman. Yeah, a Discman. You put a tape in your radio in your car, and the disc plays a CD for you. You might not even know what a CD is, but it's okay. Ask your mom, right? Ask your mom what a CD is. So they had gotten into my car and got my Discman. the cop came along. Cop came along and said, are you all right? I'm all right. I'm mad. I'm like, but if I had a gun, could I shoot him? He said, yes, you could. And we wish you would. Now, that ran through me immediately. The anger went all the way from me because the guys that robbed me, mugged me, I guess, they got into the car. We had a fight. They looked just like me. And I was like, The cop did not look like me. He just didn't look like me. And I feel like if I had done what he said, he might have gotten what you could call a 2-for-1, right? Sir, you're out here doing something illegal, and they illegally tried to mug you, and you illegally killed them or hurt them or shot them or whatever. Anyway, that wasn't my life. I couldn't keep going on with that. Rock and roll was just okay, but this was my second half. I was putting up posters in the middle of the night, and I had a kid. This kid's gonna need me. And now I'm just in an absolute, what are we gonna do? Well, my why, which was my child, made me say, okay, I gotta concentrate, I gotta focus. Music wasn't working out the way that I thought it would. There were way, way more talented musicians that I knew that really weren't doing much. I was like, God, they're my hero, but they weren't doing anything. So I think about what's going on in the industry and things, and I'm like, no. This isn't it. I gotta go do something else. Now, I do know how I became a dentist, and it was fateful that I became a dentist because I met a dentist, and now I'm a dentist. But it was hard. But you know what? Staying up late at night, studying all the bills that I paid now and then, all of that, nothing. Because I know why I'm doing it. And because my why is greater than me being some popular person in the music world, my why is to create another human being that is a productive member of society, and I'm gonna show her how to do it by example. That's my why, greater than me. Your why needs to be greater than you. That's all I can say about it. It can't be, I want cars or women or money. That's not why enough. You need a why that is something that you're going to be able to hold on to, and it's going to pull onto you when you're feeling sluggish. That was my kid. When I was tired of studying, or when my eyes were blood red, when I drove back and forth from Nashville to Atlanta and I was tired, man, sometimes I had to pull over on the side of the road to take a power nap because crashing is a real thing. When you can't see the road, that's a real thing. And it'll be like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm dead tired. My why saved my life. I tell my child this all the time. She may have a big head about it. I don't know because she's great to me and I want to be great for her. In your why, it's got to be something that pulls you forward, because you're putting your why in front of you, and it should have hooks that are attached to you. And those hooks, when you're feeling a little sluggish and down, those hooks should tighten up and pull you in the direction that you want to go to. I don't know how I got that metaphorical like that, but it seems like that's what should be happening. I feel like that's what was happening to me, because things became automatic. Habits that I was not doing before, waking up in the morning, studying, being more on time for stuff. I was a student. All of those things were happening. It seemed like I was going on automatic, because somehow my subconscious realized that my why was driving this ship now, and it was no longer me and my rock star dreams. The rock star dreams weren't big enough. The life of my child was big enough. So what do you have for you that is bigger than you, that you can say, yes, I'm going for that. I'm going towards that. And success is only the progression towards a worthy ideal, a daily worthy progression, identifiable movement towards your goal. That is success. And if you want to be successful, find out your why, and then the how and the what will come afterwards and go in that direction. I say it all the time. I say it all the time, and you know I'm gonna say it again because it's just gonna fall out of me. Food, sleep, exercise, detoxification, and mindfulness behavior. I had to say it just like that because those things, paying attention to those things, are gonna help you stay on track with your why. You're gonna fuel yourself correctly with the proper nutrition. You're gonna sleep correctly because you will have believed me by now or seen the results of quality sleep to what's going on in your waking life. You're gonna exercise because you will have known, or you know now, that lifting weights and cardio are essential to having good immunity, good health, a good body, all of those things. You're gonna make sure that you have detoxification moments in your life by way of just moving your bowels or sweating, all those things. And then your mindfulness behavior is going to give you things like forgiveness of yourself or of somebody else. Is going to give you some gratitude. You're gonna meditate. You're gonna come out of the living word. You're gonna do this little tiny formula and focus the food, sleep, exercise, detoxification, and mindfulness behavior in order to help support your why. And your why will help support you. That's it? All right. Jack said it's over. Jack said you said it all, man. You said you hit that. And I wanted to hit it. I wanted to say something to you that hopefully could help you get further beyond your moment right now. Find out your why and make it your life. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and please leave a beautiful comment in the comment section below. Talk to you later.